Erik Rinsch is a Hollywood filmmaker who, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, carried out a fraudulent scheme to obtain additional production funding for a television series by falsely representing that the money was needed to complete the project. Instead of using the funds for production, he diverted the money into speculative investments, cryptocurrency trading, and numerous luxury personal purchases. A federal jury convicted him in December 2025, and on June 29, 2026, he was sentenced to 30 months in federal prison. He was also ordered to pay $11 million in restitution, forfeit $11 million, and serve 3 years of supervised release after his prison term. Rinsch gained recognition in Hollywood after directing the 2013 feature film 47 Ronin. In 2018, a major subscription streaming service, widely reported as Netflix, agreed to finance his ambitious science fiction television series titled White Horse. The streaming company ultimately invested approximately $44 million into the project before later providing an additional $11 million after Rinsch represented that the production required more funding to be completed. Fraudulent conduct, according to evidence presented at trial. Rinsch requested an additional $11 million while representing that the funds would be used solely to complete production of White Horse. Transferred the production funds into personal brokerage and bank accounts instead of using them for filmmaking. Used substantial portions of the money to make highly speculative stock option trades. After suffering significant trading losses, invested remaining funds into cryptocurrency markets. Used profits from cryptocurrency trading for personal benefit rather than returning the money to the production or completing the series. Purchased luxury items including multiple Rolls-Royce automobiles, a Ferrari, luxury watches, designer clothing, expensive furniture, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in luxury bedding and mattresses. Criminal proceedings. Following a federal investigation, prosecutors charged Rinsch with offenses including wire fraud, money laundering, and multiple counts involving monetary transactions using criminally derived property. After a one-week jury trial in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, he was found guilty on all major counts in December 2025. On June 29, 2026, U.S. District Judge Jed S. Rakoff sentenced Rinsch to 30 months in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, $11 million restitution, $11 million forfeiture, and mandatory special assessments. During sentencing, Rinsch's attorneys argued that mental health struggles contributed to his conduct. The court acknowledged those issues but concluded they did not excuse the deliberate deception involved in obtaining and misusing the production funds. Industry impact. The case has become one of the most prominent examples in recent years of criminal fraud involving entertainment financing. It highlights several risks for investors in independent film productions, including misrepresenting the intended use of investment or production funds, diverting production money into personal accounts, using investor or production capital for speculative investments, failing to maintain proper financial separation between production accounts and personal finances, and spending production funds on personal luxury purchases unrelated to the project. The prosecution demonstrates that filmmakers who intentionally obtain the funding through false representations and misuse those funds may face significant criminal liability, including imprisonment and substantial financial penalties. Key takeaway: Erik Rinsch's case illustrates how a filmmaker's misuse of production financing can evolve from a contractual dispute into a federal criminal prosecution when evidence shows intentional deception about the use of funds. The Department of Justice concluded that Rinsch fraudulently obtained additional production financing, diverted those funds for personal speculation and luxury purchases, and failed to use them for the promised television project, resulting in his conviction and imprisonment.